Hey guys, Crystal Grace here. Welcome back to another Puka card reading. Got Luna in the house today. So we have 3 piles to choose from, and the topic today is all about what have people recently realized about you. So we'll do a quick energy check-in. We haven't done this topic for 2 weeks, I think. I know you guys love it, so let's do it. Miss Luna. Abracadabra, motherfucker. Hey? So pile number 1, we have this love heart that does not look that great. It's looking at this yummy croissant. Never seen a croissant with sprinkles before, but that is for pile number 2. And pile number 3, we have the rose. Maybe some of you like that Seal song, I've been kissed by a rose. Yeah. So there you go, you had it. I will be your next Australian Idol. Anywho, I hate it when I've got itchy eyelashes. So yeah, what have people currently realized about you? Let's go. Let's find out, Luna. What have they realized about this audience? Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose this crock plug. So the vibe I'm picking up with this one, I don't know, it sort of like gives me, you finally opened up your heart space and you're like, what the fuck, universe? Like, I kind of feel like, so just bear in mind it's an energy check-in. Maybe you finally thought you met somebody recently and then bam, like they've kind of let you down. You know, I see the eyes here sort of representing a door. He has, don't chew that, you grub. Yeah, and it's sort of like in that sense of like, really, what the fuck? So if that is from earlier's reading, resonates and stick around. You know, maybe it isn't. Maybe you haven't opened up your heart space to somebody, and like maybe you've been waiting patiently. Maybe you've done the healing and nobody sort of entered your world just yet. And maybe I'm hearing, what about me? It isn't fair. I've had enough now. I want my share. Okay, calm down, Crystal. Your energy is very like quirky and confident and vibrant and colorful is what I feel. I feel really random in this pile's energy. Like, I haven't felt like this ever. Nor do I ever like burst out into a musical on my readings. Do I? Do I, little kid? All right, what have people currently realized about pile number 1? We don't want reversals. We want to connect upright. What have they recently realized about pile number 1? Nice, boundaries. Lots of music. I don't really get a lot of songs. I'm hearing sent away to China in a little rowboat to find you, because you had to get your laundry cleaned. Nothing gonna break my stride. Oh, some big energy here, guys. How are we with the viewing? Luna doesn't ever sit here and watch videos like this, so you guys must be special. Okay. Ace of Swords. What are people realizing about you? Look, I feel like Ace of Swords is a very truth-telling card. It's a card that would indicate what people are realizing about you is that you only speak the truth. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye. What people could be realizing, it might be your mind might work very differently to other people around you and these people. Like, you're very calculated is what people are sort of realizing about you. You don't really give too much information all at once. You sort of wait. You bide your time is what people are realizing about you. You're very analytical and you're very logical when it comes to arguments, expressing your true self, showing people who you really are. I feel like with the Ace of Swords, there's many different layers to your mind. How you view things is very different as well, because we see that with the Hangman. And again, we've got symbols here. So what people are sort of realizing about you guys, pile one, is you're a lot smarter than what you probably lead on. You probably like sort of paint a picture to people that you're very artistic. There's not a lot going on up here, and what people are sort of realizing about you at this time is there's a fuck ton going on up there. Like the whole time, like like, you know, the whole time of the relationship with you or the friendship with you, the whole time you were picking up their calculated moves or you were being calculated. I actually feel what people are also realizing about you is that you can see right through people's like motives. You're very connected intuitively. There's just a lot going on in the mind. You might overthink, but that overthinking leads you to the understanding of when somebody's being calculated and when they are not. So I don't know if the energy of these people are coming from the people who are trying to fuck with you, or people who are watching other people fuck with you and then you fuck with them. Like you're already 10 steps ahead of people. So that's sort of the vibe I'm picking up. People are sort of realizing that you can see through people's BS. You can see through people's strategies, their scheming tactics, mind manipulation, games, whatnot, is sort of the overall vibe. You're a lot smarter than what you present yourself to be. You could be kind of people that sort of sit around talking about being brokenhearted. So you give off this impression like you're this like hopeless romantic, but in fact, like you are fully aware of everything that's going on. Okay, so the cards you received are Seven of Wands, the Hangman, the King of Swords, the Tower, and the Ten of Cups. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of different energies sort of going on. I feel like with the Seven of Wands straight up, like you have found a lot of inner peace. And what people are realizing about you is they can't come for you the same way they used to come for you. Like there's nothing people can say to you at this point in time that can affect your level of confidence, that can make you break down your walls, break down your barriers. Like you've got healthy boundaries set in place. And I do feel you have people trying to test those boundaries. What they are learning is that they're like, them trying to get you to break your boundaries isn't working. Like you're not interested. And I actually feel like with the Hangman here, you're ghosting people. So what people are realizing is if they're trying to test you, trying to break your inner peace, trying to bring like chaos to your life, what they're realizing is you're creating stagnation. You're putting a pause on those friendships, relationships. You're making people feel like they're hanging around, wasting time, waiting for you. You're being very calculated. You're being very picky with who you invite into your space and who you do not. You know, for like others of you with the Hangman, like it can talk about somebody feeling trapped and confined because of uncertainty. And so off the back end of the Seven of Wands here, and we've wedged in between the Seven of Wands, and the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, like the overall vibe here, what people are realizing is that you're not trapped anymore. You're not confined in your own mental thoughts. Like you have broken free of some sort of like maybe downfall, pitfall of a state of anxiety, or feeling very like uncertain in life. Maybe like you were people who always reached out to people to see like to get their advice, and what people are realizing about you is you're not doing that anymore. You don't give a fuck about their opinions anymore. You don't care. You know that they don't offer you the right advice. They only sort of probably offer you advice that's going to store you, that is going to create some kind of negative pattern for you, or avoid, like you might have goals and dreams that require you to make fairly big sacrifices in order to achieve them. So what you may have recently realized about these people is that they don't help you accept that you do need to make sacrifices. They might put you down on a path where you won't achieve any of your goals and dreams because they're not honest with you about what you should be doing or how you should be doing it, even though they may have like the answers for you. So I feel like with the Hangman, what people are realizing about you is you're somebody who's like now has a lot of direction, you understand what needed to be released, or you understand what needs to be let go. And it's probably these people that are sort of trying to put you on a downward spiral path of, you know, discontentment and stalling your goals and dreams coming into fruition here. So I guess what the Hangman can also suggest, these people have realized that you've taken a step back to evaluate their friendship, maybe a romantic connection, and realize, you know what? I'm not getting what I truly want from these friendships, from these experiences, from this lover. Like, this lover is never going to actually live up to the kind of lover I desire. And I feel like if you've had anyone sort of stringing you along or playing you like a puppet, toying on your, you know, love heart, on your heart, I feel like these people are realizing that you have evaluated the situation. You're pulling back now, you're ghosting, your communication is very lacking these days. And so that's sort of what they're picking up, I feel. Now, the King of Swords, I love this. Like, King of Swords energy is, you know, it's very, it's very authoritarian energy. So I feel like what people are realizing about you is you've got a clear path and a clear understanding of where you want to head at the moment. And you are sort of come to some sort of self-realization or some kind of reasoning that in order for you to embark on a path of success and achieve your goals and your dreams, you're going to have to apply a lot of discipline, like a lot of disciplinary behavior. Like, you're going to have to become more strict. So I kind of feel like what these people are realizing is that there has been a shift in your, like, I don't know if you want to say integrity towards your future, even. Like, you have taken like a bird's eye view maybe of your life. So what they're realizing is that you've kind of taken a step back, or like you're having an outer body experience and thinking, well, that's not how I want my life to live. Like, you are very, you're a very knowledgeable person here, right? You're very intellectual. And I feel like what people are realizing about you is you're finally seeing that your intelligence for what it is. Like, you hold a lot of intelligence. You know, for some of you, some people, what they're realizing about you is you're now got standards. Like, you now have standards for the kind of experiences coming your way. So I feel like, because the King of Swords talks about somebody like question yourself, are your standards too high? But I feel like, based off the energy of these people, you needed to up your standards, especially if people were trying to sidetrack you and, like, you know, not support you with your goals and your dreams and try and blindside you, sorry. I feel like you're leveling up with your standards, and these people are realizing that. So they're realizing you're maintaining a certain standard for how friends treat you, how lovers treat you, and you're maintaining that. It's set in stone now. So you're not dropping the ball and allowing people to manipulate you or gaslight you into accepting their bad behavior towards you or something like that. So I think the King of Swords is a fairly good energy in regards to what people are realizing about you, is that you're not forgiving people easily anymore, and you're not allowing people back into your space or your energy who have created stagnation in your life, who have tried to get you to pause on your goals, your dreams, who have ghosted you, who have left you on red and whatnot. So that's sort of the vibe I'm getting. And then we move to the Tower. The Tower is like a fairly heavy energy here. So what people could be realizing is you pulling your energy away, you stepping more into this authoritarian role, is creating probably a Tower moment in them. So what I'm kind of picking up is you've got really big energy. It's very eccentric. It's very bright. It's quirky. So what these people are realizing, when you pull your energy away from them, positive things aren't really happening for them. Like, their goals, their dreams are sort of aren't like being achieved. It's sort of like, you know, when you take the sun out of the sky, everyone gets really down and depressed. So what I feel with the Tower here, people, what they're realizing about you is you made them feel really loved. You made them feel very heard, very seen. You were very supportive of their goals, their life ambitions. So, excuse me. So what they're realizing now about you is that the more time you're spending alone, focusing on yourself, the less time and energy you're investing in them. And what they're feeling is that they're feeling that loss. They're feeling that pain. They're feeling like confusion as well now, because you're not there to make them feel better. You're not there to make them, I guess, get through or overcome trauma or like chaos in their life. Like if these people are experiencing unexpected change, you're not there to sort of help them through it, because you're over here on your own fucking mountain doing your own thing. You're not responding to their messages, you know. That's sort of the vibe that's going on here, isn't it, babes? You're such a pretty little girl. So then we have the 10 of Cups before we move on to the pile 2. So I like this in the sense that pile 1, people, what they could be realizing about you is a couple of different things here. Yes, I love it when you knock my candles off the desk. I love it. I love it so much with your big feet. You're such a pretty girl. You're the little baby, aren't you? Yeah, so the 10 of Cups sort of tells me what some people are realizing about you is that you're solely focused on your own happiness. Don't do that. Come here. Come here. Sit here. You're solely focusing on like your own happiness. You are in more alignment than you have ever been in regards to like your own identity and like your own security. And I feel like you are removing anything that creates a disconnection or misaligns with your values. So if these people aren't on board with supporting you, what they're realizing, like because they haven't supported you where you needed support, you're outing them. You know, they've lost you, I feel, with the Tower here. So I feel like that's what these people are sort of realizing about you. If they weren't supporting your happiness or bringing an emotional fulfillment towards you, you've cut ties with them. You've removed them from your life, and they're only starting to understand this. Like I feel like you're still processing who gets cut and who stays is what I feel. And for others of you, I think there are some people around you who are having some kind of realization about you of wanting some kind of long-term relationship with you. I think when they're in your energy pile 1, you know, they can feel this very happy, harmonious energy. And I think because you are so self-assured now, you're very secure in who you are, what you bring to the table. I think you're attracting a lot of people who are also looking for that in a partner, but who may also be looking for that within themselves. So just bear in mind those people are damaged. There's no point settling down with somebody who's got to do the work, because that's just not fair to yourself. But yeah, that's what I've got for you guys in regards to what people are realizing about you at the moment. If you like that, definitely let me know down in the comments. Please hit the subscribe and help me get to 4,000 for my birthday. Would be great. And sending much love and light. Bye. Pile number 2, those of you who chose this croissant with sprinkles, welcome to your life. Welcome to your life. Yeah, right. That is fucking weird. But look, it's also giving me, I know I said a croissant with sprinkles, but what do you call it? Meringue is also what's coming through. Fuck, I haven't had meringues in forever. I wonder if they still sell them. Anyway, I love meringues, but it does look like a croissant or some kind of scroll with sprinkles, strawberry flavored as well. So some of you may love strawberry flavored, strawberry milkshake, strawberry milk, strawberry cheesecake. What else? Strawberry. Oh, chocolate filled strawberry center. Yum, yum, like a strawberry freddo, one of my favorites. You might like fairy bread. You might like fairies. You might have just a really strong sweet tooth. I'm feeling really giddy and really like a really young, fresh energy, to be honest. So you could be like really bright, bubbly people, and I'm hearing get fucked. I'm not bright and bubbly. So we do have some goths in the house. I'm seeing dark eyeliner now as I say that. Each their own. You know, this platform is for everyone. No discrimination whatsoever. What else we got here? I'm hearing ooey gooey, soft on the inside and maybe soft on the outside. So take that as it resonates. So that's sort of what I've got. You'll either feel like that's your pile or it's not. So let's find out what people have recently realized about you. Keep seeing the Five of Pentacles here. So I kind of feel there's a message there. I definitely feel like what people could be realizing about a lot of you is that you are a person who's gone through a lot of hardships, and you could currently be going through a lot of hardships, but it has not taken you off the path of being kind and carefree and loving towards those around you. I am also hearing like you don't waste time with people who are no good for you. You're really good at seeing through people. All right, show me what are people realizing about pile number 2. Okay. 4 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, love it. Ooh, King of Pentacles, counterparts, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and 9 of Cups. Woo, woo, pile 2, woo, woo. All right. Let's just bring this down a bit. So, 4 of Swords. You know, it's a card that talks about rejuvenation, somebody really focusing on their rest, somebody really focusing on their inner peace, you know, building a sanctuary in the home space, really big on relaxation. So maybe what people are sort of realizing about you at the moment is that you are very focused on yourself. So you could be spending a lot of time alone here. There could be an energy around some of you that you are taking a break from your love life. So you're not interested in finding love at this time. Like you're really focused on healing. You're really focused on maybe creating a new life for yourself. And think about like, I'm kind of just still weirded out. I was like, this is your life. So I don't know. Maybe this is really like what's happening for you at this time. It was just such a weird thing. But yeah, the 4 of Swords is a very big energy surrounding self-care. It's somebody who wants to, you know, not be a person who stresses over finances or work things. It's somebody who needs a break in life as well. It's somebody who's probably going on a holiday. So what people could be realizing about you in the gist of all of that is you're somebody who is maybe gone a little bit introverted. You could have been really like extroverted. So now you're kind of pulling back your energy. You might not be saying yes to a whole bunch of social activities. You could be just sort of focusing on recuperation, relaxation, that sort of thing. So that's sort of the overall vibe. Now moving down to the cards, I love the King and the Queen and the King of Pentacles rocking up counterparts. So what people are definitely realizing about a lot of you is you are a counterpart. Like when I see 2 counterparts, but see how they're not facing each other. Whereas if she was on this side and he was on that side, I would say what people are realizing about you is that you have a lot of counterparts around you, but you're not looking at them. You're too busy focused on self right now. You're too busy taking a break from a love life. And because of that, what people are realizing about you is that you don't see these people coming towards you or trying to take action towards you. So it'll be interesting to see what they kind of do over the coming months to get your attention, because at the moment you have your back turned on love. Okay, you definitely are focusing on your material wealth, your bag, your own prosperity, your own abundance. You're not actually looking towards anyone else to obtain the lifestyle that you want, to obtain that sanctuary that you want. So what people realize about you is you're not a gold digger. You're not a person who wants to, succeed in life by jumping on other people's backs. You're not the kind of person who stands on top of other people to get ahead. You are self-made. Everything you own is because of you, not because of anyone else. I think with the Queen of Pentacles, people are really realizing what they realize about you is you're actually a very down-to-earth individual. If they thought you were very superficial before, they definitely don't with the Queen of Pentacles showing up. They see you as somebody who's a lot more practical, a lot more generous and very sensible than who they thought you were. So I don't know who these people thought you were. Maybe with the Four of Swords, you're changing who you were, like you're pulling your energy back. You may be doing a bit of like self-reflection. You're trying to evolve here. So maybe that could be what's going on here. And people are realizing there's a shift in you. I think people are also realizing you're a person who's taking their future quite seriously. You're definitely taking your material security quite seriously, your financial independence as well quite seriously. So you could be somebody who's really focused on wealth right now. So you could be kind of leveling up in a career, or you are trying to level up. I definitely feel like what people are realizing about you is you were very selective with who you invite into your life with the Queen of Pentacles. You're not just going to hook up with anyone. Like, you're very, very selective. So wherever you are at the moment, people are sort of realizing that. They also realize that you're aware that you only deserve the best. You're not going to take crumbs. You're not going to take the bare minimum. Queen of Pentacles don't take the bare minimum. Neither does the King of Pentacles. So the fact that we have the King of Pentacles showing up as well, I feel like what people are realizing about you, like you might have been people in the past, you could twist your arm and you'd go out and socialize, where you're really committing to your future now. So people, what they're realizing about you is you're very disciplined in regards to achieving your abundance or your security, your social security, or your welfare, like something to do with financial security. I feel like if you are trying to get a business up and running, I see that here with the Ace of Pentacles. King of Pentacles would indicate that you're very protective of your business. You're very protective and wanting to keep your abundance very safe and secure. So you might, like, although you are deemed somebody generous, you're not going to like be breadcrumbed and used and abused here with the King of Pentacles. Like, you're not going to, what people are realizing about you is they can come to you for help, but they can't they can't get you to overextend that help. Like, there is a moment where you will say no. So you might have people around you who think or who thought they could borrow money off you and not pay it back. What they're kind of realizing about you is, no, I have to fucking pay it back, or like, you know, they like pile two will come for me. Like, I'm even hearing naming and shaming. So I definitely feel like some of you are dabbling into some kind of business ventures. And what people are realizing about you is you are a very successful business person, like, or at least you would be if you haven't got a business up and running. I feel like other people are realizing you provide a lot of good advice and guidance. So you are a good mentor or somebody that they could ask for support from, or get sort of like, you know, spitball ideas about their own businesses, their, like, you know, how to grow their abundance. You are seen as somebody who's very hardworking, and your hard work has led to financial stability. So I don't think you're very open about that. It might be when people come into your home, they realize, oh, like you might be those sorts of people who are like, they're pretty wealthy, but they don't look wealthy until you go into their home. You're like, whoa, these people has got money. Like, that's when you realize where they spend their money. So you don't kind of like flash your money around. I think what people realize about you is that you are very wealthy, but you don't flash your cash around. You're not, that's not the style that you are sort of being. But the Ace of Pentacles sort of reiterates that, you know, people, what they're realizing about you is you're somebody who's very prosperous and very abundant. You're also somebody who's very loyal and very secure within themselves. You're somebody that they could have a very stable, grounded relationship with. I don't know. I just kind of think people are kind of taken back by you. I think the more they get to know you, what they realize about you is you're a person who's had a lot of great opportunities, but through hard work and your own determination. Like, all of your abundance and your prosperity has totally come from you utilizing your own resources, drawing upon manifestation. Like, all new opportunities have been received by you, not given to you. Everything you've owned, everything you have achieved is being worked for. Okay. And I think a lot of people may look at you, because when you look at a Queen or a King of Pentacles, they look like they're being handed everything to them on a golden platter. You're very, very attractive, and that may not have been the case. Like, maybe when you were younger, you were a chubby child. So, like, you know, you had it hard when you were younger. So people don't know that as an adult. So they just assume you sort of got through life being handed everything on a silver platter. But once they actually get to know you, once they realize, what they're realizing is you didn't have it easy. So you might actually be sort of sharing some, you know, home truths, you know, about your childhood. So people are starting to realize, like, everything you own is because of you. And that's quite inspiring to a lot of people, I think, around you. I think you're making people probably sort of level up, in the sense, well, I can't keep using my past as an excuse as to why I can't have abundance in the future. And then we have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords sort of suggests what people are realizing about you is you're a person who may have been a victim. Okay. And I sort of picked that up with that sort of scenario coming through before. You could have been a person who, you know, was very trapped and restricted in their mind because of other people, you know, suffocating you with their, like, you know, their bullying, like their trauma onto you. I kind of feel like what people are realizing about you, there was some point in time in your life where you felt very powerless, you felt very isolated, which is probably why you can be in the Four of Swords and focus on your peace, your rejuvenation, because with the Eight of Swords, it's the opposite energy of that. Like, it kind of tells me what people are realizing about you is you have been put in a state of despair through emotional and mental trauma inflicted on you by other people, and that may put you in a state of feeling paralyzed and trapped. And this could even come from having over controlling parents, you know, wanting you to do this and do that, smothering you, sort of thing. You know, creating a lot of dilemmas, you know, in the things that you wanted to achieve. So I definitely feel like with the Eight of Swords, people are realizing that you've lived some hard experiences. You have been on the receiving end of possibly bullies or something like that. And you have come out on the other side here, like, is sort of the vibe I'm picking up with the Eight of Swords. Now, with the Nine of Cups, I would have to say this is sort of circling back to these people around you who see you as a great ideal counterpart. I definitely feel like with the Nine of Cups, two main messages here. Like, one is that there are people heavily around you that have realized that you are their Nine of Cups. They could have a very fulfilling relationship with you. If you are currently, like, seeing anyone, getting to know somebody, they're really appreciating the current relationship that they hold with you. They feel like you bring a lot of cheer to, like, into their life. They feel very satisfied in your energy. And for others of you, I feel like the Nine of Cups, what people are realizing about you is you're very content in your life. You're very satisfied with your success. And because of that, your wishes come true a lot easier than other people's. So this is sort of stemming back to manifestation. What people realize about you is because you're very grateful, you show a lot of gratitude to the universe, to whatever religion you have, more wishes come true for you very easily. You can live in a state of comfort in this life because you show a lot of appreciation to everything that's been given to you, including like, you know, what others give to you, what you've given to yourself, what the universe gives to you. I think the Nine of Cups definitely also leads me to think that what people are realizing about you is that your abundance is also transferable to their abundance as well when they're in your energy. But I feel like there's a lot of people around you who recognize your success. They recognize the hard work you put in at work and how that brings you a lot of satisfaction, and that satisfaction leads to more success, more satisfaction, more financial abundance even. But Nine of Cups, yeah, I feel like there are people around you, what they're realizing about you is they want you. Like, you know, they want to be in your energy. They want to be, you know, either a friend or a foe. Foe, an F buddy, whatever. But yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. Really hope you enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments. Sending lots of love and light. Bye. Pile number 3, the Rose. Welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose this crock plug, seal, I've been kissed by a rose. I don't know if some people around you feel like you are the rose, you're hard to catch. Maybe they want to kiss you, maybe you want to kiss them. But you know, love is in the air for a lot of you, I think, who have picked this pile. Some of you are I'm hearing vomit, yuck. This rose is quite big though. It's very like, it's large, it's vibrant, it's like very much alive. So I feel like a lot of you are feeling very alive in your own energy at this time. Maybe you are people who are sort of on the hunt, on the prowl for, you know, a really healthy relationship here as well. You could be like, you know, I don't know, I'm hearing killing your friends with like romantic comedies. You could be like really lovesick as well here. Some of you could have met somebody that has swept you off your feet, so you can't stop talking about them. For others of you, it's like this is what you're looking for. Don't start fights, Luna. So these cats never really come and play with the readings, but here they are. They might do something fun in a minute. Don't, Luna. Luna. No hissing. So anyway, now these cats get really jealous of each other. So it kind of makes me feel the fact that they're here with your reading, because these cats, normally just the black cat, right? They get jealous. So I kind of feel like there could be people around you getting very jealous of maybe your love offers. Maybe you're getting jealous of other people's love offers. But there's some easy jealousy going on here in your life. It could be a ginger-haired person. You could be a ginger-haired person. But let's go. If that sounds like you, and let's see what people are currently realizing about pile number 3. Got the Chariot. Just to turn the heater off because it's getting hot in here. Temperance, 6 of Pentacles, the Sun. We have the Emperor, 6 of Wands. Sorry, I'll bring that down here. What are people realizing about you. Chariot. I definitely feel like with the Chariot, it's like, I don't know, if this whole love vibe really connects, then I kind of feel like what people are realizing about you is you're a person who has a very clear understanding of what you want from a relationship, what you want from a lover. And you are currently taking the steps needed in order to pursue the right person, or try and manifest that person into your life, or do what you need to do to help the relationship that you're currently in, maybe. So take that as it resonates. But I feel like with the overall energy of the Chariot, it's definitely indicating that what people are realizing about you is you're heavily focused on success. And even with the Six of Wands here, it's reiterating the fact that you are looking for victory in love right now. Because roses are red, violets are blue, and I love you, blah, blah, blah. You could be a person who's very focused on finding true love. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame. I just feel like, a lot of you with the Chariot, people see you as somebody who's very ambitious, somebody who is very focused on becoming very successful in finding the right counterpart, finding the right suitor for you. And you have a clear understanding of what you're looking for and what you don't. That is why you're very, very picky, you're being very selective. People could be wondering, well, how come pile 3 didn't take my number? Like, I'm successful, like I'm this, I'm that. And other people are like, because they're not into you. Like, you're not what they're looking for. They know what they're looking for and it's not you. So that's sort of the vibe I'm picking up overall with the Chariot. People see you as somebody who is, or what they're realizing is you're not wasting time anymore. Like, you won't waste time on people that you can't see a future with, whether it's friendship, whether it's lovers, even jobs as well. You could apply this to. People see you as somebody who's, you're not going to invest in time and energy in a job that isn't going to help you get to the next level of success. And this is the same that thing that you're applying with a relationship. You go out on a date, this girl's all right, like this guy was all right, but I don't see a future. Cut it off. You're not going to go on another date. That's sort of the energy I'm picking up with that Chariot. You're very forward moving. You're very cutthroat, but I would say you're trying to do it in a really light-hearted manner. Now, with the Temperance card, like, he's holding the moon and the sun, right? So this sort of gives off the vibes to me that a bit sort of like, I'm looking at the white and the dark horse here, and I sort of look at the moon and the sun very similar. So people might be realizing about you that you act in, you have a lot of like light and dark attributes or shadow attributes. So you're all peace, like that saying, you're all peace, love, and tranquility, but then you're also like, go fuck yourself. If you try and fuck with my peace, I will like give you a serving. I think that's sort of the vibe I'm picking up with the Temperance. People can see that you're very well balanced, or what they're realizing about you is you're very balanced, you're very peaceful, but you're also very patient. But if you try and come for your inner calmness, if you try and like rock the boat and disturb my inner peace when I'm over here minding my own business, I will like become very reckless. I will become very hasty towards you. You know, I will create discord in you. Like, there is this level of unbalance or imbalance within you that's a little bit cray-cray, like a little bit scary, is what people are realizing about you with that Temperance. You're a very harmonious person. You're looking for your soulmate. You're a person who's only focused on harmonious relationships. But if people try and fuck with that, you will pull them into line. Like, you will say something that will seem quite shocking. And I think people are realizing that about you, that if people like try and disturb like intervene or interfere with your pursuits, your like goals, whether it's romantic, career, or anything, you will pull them up, like, and you will take from them, I feel, with the Six of Pentacles. I think you guys may work with magic quite easily. So you might be able to create like imbalances within people's lives through manifestation, or maybe you just have really strong angels, very supportive bloodline, ancestral line, where they kind of intervene, and that because Temperance is about angel guidance and angel interference as well. So Six of Pentacles, I feel like what people realize about you is that you're a person who's very supportive, you're very generous, but I also feel like a lot of people realize you're a person who's been breadcrumbed a lot in their past, because it is a breadcrumbing card and it's never really got me off track with that. You're a person who's probably had people abuse their power over you. You're a person who's been too generous in the past, which led you to being used and abused by people. So that is why you are in this energy now. That we sort of came through with the Temperance. So they're realizing that you are taking your power back by not allowing people to control you, misuse you, treat you like like abuse your generosity. You're definitely somebody who is very valued in your community, is what people are realizing. So people are sort of like coming in and getting to know you. What they realize when they see you with friends and friends you've been with, or family, or old work colleagues, what they can see is you're somebody who's very valued. So they can't really do the wrong thing by you, because that will have the domino effect of other people then finding out about that. Because I feel like you're a person who speaks your truth, you speak your mind. Like a Leo is not afraid to hide anything. So when somebody does you wrong, it's like you spruik it to the world. It's like a name and shame. You're not afraid to tell the world that, you know, Johnny over here's a piece of fucking shit, and like, you know, he cheated on me with XYZ, that kind of vibe. And what those people sort of see and what they realize is you've got a lot of support from your community to back you up when people do the wrong thing by you. Oh, you're so cute. You want to hold hands? You pretty girl. So yeah, speaking of which, like the sun, right? Happiest card on the planet. I definitely feel like with this card coming out, what people are realizing about you is that, I don't know if it's sort of like, you're a person who's very confident, you're very happy, but I feel like it's more about the openness of this energy of this card, right? What people are realizing about you is you're very open. Like, you're all about telling the truth, and telling the truth and being open brings you happiness, no matter what the truth may be, is what people are realizing. That whether or not it's sharing your trials and tribulations, the obstacles you've overcome, it brings you a lot of happiness. It's sort of like it sets you free. And I think the more you talk about and communicate things that have been hard for you, the struggles you've had to endure, I feel like that gives you a sense of freedom. So what people could be realizing about you is you don't share your trials and tribulations with people to get pity. You share it because it actually helps you release the pain that it had you endure, is sort of the vibe I'm picking up with the sun. So people may have got the wrong impression about you. They may have thought like, you were very ego, you were very like you share your stories of oppression to like justify, I don't know, receiving, I don't know, some kind of pity or something. But I think what they're realizing is you don't do that to receive pity. You do that because it actually sets you free. It brings more joy, allows you to focus more on the positive, and brings more harmony back into your energy field by releasing the trauma, releasing like, you know, the truth of your life, is so to speak. I don't know, there's like hidden things below the surface that you need to share in order to keep moving. So that could just mean that helps you with your own mental health here. So the Six of Wands is Look, it's a card that talks about public recognition, right? It's a card that talks about somebody having some kind of victory, somebody reaping the rewards from their progression or from their progress, but it's somebody also who's very prideful. So what people are realizing about you is you're a person who has worked really hard to get to where you are today. You've gone through a lot of failures. You've had a lot of lack of achievement, lack of recognition in maybe the workplace. And now all of a sudden you are getting recognized in the workplace. Maybe a promotion has just been presented to you, or a promotion will get presented to you. And what people what they will realize about that is you're somebody who deserves that recognition. You're somebody who keeps it moving forward. Even though you've fallen from grace many times, you're a person who keeps it moving forward. Like you get back up, you get back on your horse, you dust yourself off, you get back on your horse and you keep it moving. You're not a person who sort of gives up easily with the Six of Wands. You are very popular here is what people are realizing. I don't know if you've just sort of met people recently, but what they're realizing about you is you're a person who has a lot of attention on them. You have a lot of eyes on you. There could be like somebody who wants to sort of come forward. What people are realizing about you is people do want to sort of present themselves to you and have you consider a relationship with them. I think a lot of people see you as somebody who's had a lot of success in love as well. I don't really know what that means based off the other energy. Maybe you've had a lot of long-term relationships, so they deem that as somebody who's been quite successful in love. But yeah, you're very self-confident, and that's sort of what people are realizing about you. And to finish your reading on the Emperor is fairly, big energy here. Like the Emperor sort of suggests what people are realizing about you is you're somebody who is very stable and very dependable. Like people can depend on you. And we sort of saw that back with the previous cards, right? You're somebody who won't let others down, or you're somebody who won't let other people fall. You're definitely somebody who's very much in control of their life. You're hardworking, you've got control of your finances. Like when in love, you take a very structured, logical approach in your relationships. So naturally, like your relationships work out for the better, whether they end or they move forward, because of the way you, I guess, maneuver through life. What people realize about you, it always leads you to success. Like because you take a very structured approach to life and in all areas of life, this is why you've probably had a lot of success, or at least this is what they're realizing. Some of you, what people could be realizing is something about your father figure. Like, I don't know, maybe people didn't think you had a good father figure, but what they're realizing now is that you get this very logical, practical approach because of your father when they learn more about your father and your relationship with your father. So you may have given the impression you didn't have a dad, or you don't talk about your dad that much. That's just sort of a side note there. But that is all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that read. Sending much love and light. Bye. You're going to do a little kiss? A little kiss?